Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskritam
Naranchaiva Narottamam
Narayana
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devin Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudire
Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu
Ashtapradayastu Bhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naisiti
Bhakti Naistiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 6, 1, 19, 16. The appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So let us chant the shloka. Please repeat behind me. Yavai lasac-chrī-tulasī-vimiśra
Yavai lasac-chrī-tulasī-vimiśra
kṛṣṇāṅghri-reṇv-abhyadhikāmbu-netrī
kṛṣṇāṅghri-reṇu-abhyadhikāmbu-netrī
punāti lokān ubhayatra seśān
punāti lokān ubhayatra
kastam na sevetaye mariṣyamāṇaḥ.
kṛṣṇāṅghri seveta mariṣyamāṇaḥ.
Translation, word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Ya,
Ya,
the river which.
The
the
river
river
which
Why,
why
always.
always
Lasat,
lasat
floating with.
floating with
Śrī-tulasī,
śrī-tulasī
tulasi leaves.
tulasi leaves
Vimiśra,
vimiśra
mixed.
mixed
kṛṣṇa-aṅghri,
kṛṣṇa-aṅghri,
the lotus feet of the Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa.
the lotus feet of the Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa.
reṇu,
reṇu,
dust.
Just
dust.
abhyadhika,
Abhyadhika
abhyadhika,
auspicious.
auspicious.
ambu,
ambu,
water.
water.
netrī,
netrī,
that which is carrying.
that which is carrying.
punāti,
punāti,
sanctifies.
sanctifies.
lokān,
lokān,
planets.
planets.
ubhayatra,
abhyadhika,
both the upper and lower are inside or outside.
both of the upper and lower are inside and outside.
sa-īśān,
sa-īśān,
along with Lord Śiva.
along with Lord Śiva.
kaha,
Kaha,
who else.
who else?
tam,
Tam,
that river.
that river.
na,
Na,
does not.
does not.
seveta,
Seveta,
worship.
worship.
mariṣyamāṇaḥ,
mariṣyamāṇaḥ,
one who is to die at the moment, at any moment.
one who is to die at any moment.
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by is giving his Abhay Charna A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, sir.
Translation, please repeat behind me. The river
The river
by which the king sat to fast
by which the king sat to fast
carries the most auspicious water,
most auspicious water,
which is mixed with
which is mixed with
the dust of the
the dust of the
lotus feet of the
lotus feet of the
Lord and tulasi leaves.
Lord and Tulsi leaves.
Therefore,
Therefore,
that water
that water
sanctifies the
sanctifies the
three worlds,
reward
inside and outside,
inside and outside,
and even sanctifies
sanctifies
Lord Shiva and the other demigods.
Lord Shiva and other demigods.
Consequently,
Consequently,
everyone
everyone
who is destined
who is destined
to die
to die
must take shelter
must take shelter
of this river.
of this river.
Hare Krishna. Purport: Maharaja Parikshit, just after receiving the news of his death, within 7 days, at once retired from family life and shifted himself to the sacred bank of the Yamuna river. Generally, it is said that the king took shelter on the bank of the Ganges, but according to Srila Jiva Goswami, the king took shelter on the bank of the Yamuna. Srila Jiva Goswami's statement appears to be more accurate because of the geographical situation. Maharaja Parikshit resided in his capital Hastinapura, situated near present Delhi, and the river Yamuna flows down past the city. Naturally, the king would take shelter of the river Yamuna because she was flowing past his palace door. And as far as sanctify is concerned, the river Yamuna is more directly connected with Lord Krishna than the Ganges. The Lord sanctified the river Yamuna from the beginning of his transcendental pastime in the world. While his father Vasudeva was crossing the Yamuna with the baby Lord Krishna for a safe place at Goloka on the other bank of the river from Madura, the Lord fell down in the river, and by the dust of his lotus feet, the river at once became sanctified. It is especially mentioned herein that Maharaja Parikshit took shelter of that particular river, which is beautifully flowing, carrying the dust of lotus feet of the Lord Krishna mixed with tulsi leaves. Lord Krishna's lotus feet are always besmeared with the tulsi leaves, and thus, as soon as his feet connected the water of the Ganges and the Yamuna, the river became at once sanctified. The Lord, however, connected the river Yamuna more than the Ganges. According to the Varaha Purana, a quote quoted by Srila Jiva Goswami, there is no difference between the water of Ganges and the Yamuna. But when the water of Ganges is sanctified 100 times, it is called the Yamuna. Similarly, it is said in the scriptures that 1000 names of Vishnu are equal to one name of Rama, and 3 names of Lord Rama are equal to one name of Krishna. Om Dasa. Hare Krishna. Manjaratimanandasya Jnananyana Chalakaya Sapsurunmulidamena Tasmai Śrī Gurave Namaha Namo Mushtapadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharni Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Desha Tarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. So today we are continuing the same discussion. When Maharaj Parikshit, when he heard about he got the curse from the Brahmana by Shringi, since he disrespected his father, the Shringi gave the curse, and Maharaj Parikshit need to die within 7 days by a snake bite. So yesterday we discussed, by hearing that, the Maharaj Parikshit was not got angry or distressed. He got happy. He became happy because he understood that whatever the act he did by the will of the Lord, it was not, he has to go through the punishment so that it will be cleared. His sins will be cleared. So since he got the punishment, the death punishment, he is not saying that, okay, it's a big punishment. What I did is a small mistake. You should have reduced the punishment. He never thought all those things. Immediately, he left his palace, he left his kingdom, he left his family, he left his all the opulences, everything he left, and he started towards Yamuna river, bank of the Yamuna river. And before going Yamuna river, he was asking all the ministers there and the Brahmanas and Panditas, what is the best for me in the last 7 days? I have only 7 days to live in this material world. What is the best thing I can do? That's what the questions he asked all the Panditas and the scholars there. So everyone they responded that hear about Krishna, hear about the pastimes of Krishna, that is the best thing to do at the time of death. So by hearing that, he was walking towards the banks of Yamuna. So here in this sloka, the glories of Yamuna, it is specified in this sloka in Bhagavatam. So this is the Yamuna river, it is more auspicious water. Not only in the Yamuna river, all the rivers are auspicious. In India, there are so many rivers are there. Many rivers are there. All the rivers are sacred. That is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. Yes, in Sanatana Dharma, we will worship even the rivers also. Why we are worshipping the river? Because our forefathers, they knows that the river is the very much important for the human civilization, human society. If the river is the base for the human society, if there is no river, no water, then the society can be flourished. So they understood that, and because of, and it should not be, the river should not get polluted or it should not disrespected. Because of that, they give the position, the river, all the rivers given the name of the mother. It's kind of a mother. Next to the mother, all the rivers are given the female name. Why? Because it is all the rivers are marked as mother, and they are everybody need to treat that as mother. Because apart from the mother's milk, the next thing we are drinking the entire life is the water. So the source of the water is one of the river is one of the way we are getting the water. And if you heard of all the civilization in the before in the olden civilization, everything, all the civilization, it is established near the banks of the river only. So why the civilization flourishing in the banks of the river? Because it is easy to the facilities, all the other facilities. What is the basic need for the life? It is the food and water. So anyway, if you are, that's why they are all the civilization, all the Vedic culture, all the olden people, they used to live near to the river. And because that is for the cultivation, we need water, and for the day-to-day activities, to take bath, to cook, everything we need water. So the water is the biggest source is required, essential for human life. So that is the reason all the civilization developed near the banks of the river. And our Sanatana Dharma glorifies the river. Here, there are many poets, they are glorifying the rivers. The rivers like it's a very, very sacred. All the rivers are very, very sacred. And it's in order to keep its purification, all of our the forefathers, our Vedic culture time, everybody treating that rivers as a mother. There are so many rivers like Kaveri in Karnataka. We'll hear Kaveri. This is one of the sacred river, and Ganges, Ganga, and Yamuna. These are the very, very sacred rivers. Ganga, Yamuna, they are coming from where it is coming from. The origin is from Himalayas. And in the scriptures, we can see that how the Ganges came to this earth. So when when Vishnu took the form of Vamana Dev, and when you become a Trivikramana, there is when you took the form, the big form, and to take the 3 steps, when we took the second step, that time he was covering all the earthly man. At that time, his toes touched one of the tip of the mountain. Then from his toe, the blood kind of it is coming out. That is Ganges actually. So that is not a correct time to Ganges to enter this world. Immediately Brahma, what he did, he catch hold of this Ganges in the Kamandalo. Because it is not, because the Ganges is very, very ferocious way it is entering the earth. So it is not possible to handle that in the earth. It will destroy all the the civilization, who are all the people, all the other things. That is the reason he hold the Ganges in the pot, in the Kamandalo. And later, when time comes, he left. And when he leave the Ganges, when Brahmaji leave the Ganges in this material world, in this earth, that time it was very forcefully it is coming to this. So that force is destroy the many things. That's the reason Shiva, Lord Shiva, accepted Ganges in his head. And then from there it is coming out. So that is the way the demigods are supported the Ganges. That is the reason, since it is coming out from it came out from Lord's toes, and it is come also it touched the Lord Shiva said it is coming out from Lord Shiva's chest. Brahma also connected with that. So Lord, all the three gods like Vishnu also involved there, is coming from Vishnu, and Shiva catch hold of that. Brahma hold it, and Shiva allowed it to enter into the material world smoothly. So all the three gods, three Murti, are involved on this Ganges. That's the reason the Ganges is very sacred, the people used to say. And in Varanasi, if you see, there are until now in the present time also, people wanted to leave their body in Kashi, Varanasi. Why? People used to go there, and they used to take bath in Ganges. As far as yes, the Varanasi, it is the temple and the other thing. The entire city is in the banks of Ganga. So the people who are all olden age, who are all spiritually enlightened people, they have who are the spiritual aspiration. They wanted to leave their body at the banks of Ganges. And here also in this sloka, it is mentioned that everyone who is destined to die must take shelter of the river. So the river should be taken as a shelter when we are going to die. Because here, Maharaja Parikshit also, he wanted to die. So that is the reason he took the shelter of Yamuna. He wanted to take the shelter of the banks of Yamuna. So similar way, all in now also, in the present days also, every way thousands of people go and stay in Varanasi, and they want to leave their body in Varanasi. So why? Because the one thing is Ganges is there, and when they leave the body, it is said that Lord Shiva, and because when they leave the body, they will one of their ears will be upwards. Lord Shiva will come, and when at the time of leaving the body, Lord Shiva himself will come and tell the three words. What they will say? What he will say? Rama, Rama, Rama. 3 times he will say at the time of death. So it is believed that when the time of death, if you are in the Ganges, definitely you will get the salvation. There is no repeated birth and death. That is the reason many of the people, they wanted to leave their body in Ganges, in the Varanasi. They will go and stay there. And if you see, there are thousands of dead bodies. Every day it is burning in the Ganges, near the banks of the Ganges. And there are some dead bodies they will throw in the river also. And still, even though the dead bodies are thrown in the river, still the river is very sanctified, very pure. How it is? Because that is the quality. Because it is coming from the Lord. That is the quality of the Ganges. The people used to drink the water, even though it is said that even though the dead body is floating on the river, near to that, if you take the water and if you drink, if you drink is the secondary. First of all, if you see the microscope, there also it will be pure. That water will be pure, even though it's near to the dead body also. So that is the quality of the Ganges. That is the reason all of our forefathers understand the importance of the Ganges river. So that is the reason they made as a mother. And we also need to give that kind of respect to the rivers also. But the current day, what is happening? All of our factories and all of our other, not only factories, all of our residents, all the drainage, we are connecting to the rivers. So this is the current civilization, current scientific way. We are thinking that we are thinking that we are in the modern age. But modern age, what we are doing, the olden age, in the Vedic culture, people used to worship the rivers. In the current civilization, we are not worshipping, we are just damaging the rivers by passing all the garbages there and drainage is there. See, anyway, all the rivers are, they are going and they are merging with the sea. So when the river going and merging, even though there are so many water, it is going, water bodies are coming, flowing from the rain, and it is connecting with the river, connecting with all the small rivers is connecting to the big river, then it is connecting to, directly it is going and mixed with the sea. So this is a cycle, not made, this is a cycle. So how we are getting it? We are thinking that this is a purest water we are getting, the rainwater is the purest water. But rainwater, how it is coming? See, the whatever the water it is there, all the waters, whenever there is a rain, then immediately the water and all getting collected, and it is connected through a river, small rivers, and connected with the big river, and it will go and again it will merge with the sea. And in between, we will use the water for our needs. We will drink, we will use for the cultivation, we will use for the factories, we will take bath, we will use for our body cleaning, everything. All the same water we will use for everything. It is said in the scriptures that since we are using that water, we need to keep the water as a one of the demigod. So we need to take the forgiveness from the demigod that I'm going to use you for my cleanliness. We are using that water for our cleanliness. So we need to first we need to take the forgiveness from them. Then only we need to use the water for our day-to-day activities, bathing and cleaning our body. We have to use for cooking anything. First, we need to worship the water. So that is the way the Vedic culture taught us. But in the current day, we are not at all respecting the water bodies. We are just we are destroying the water bodies. We are just all the mixing all the unwanted things. And also the foreign companies, they came over here and they are keeping a cold drinks plants, and they are taking that water only. See, the water is freely available. The same water they are taking and they are making the making it is adding a sweetener, and they are selling in the bottles, and they are earning crores of money. So, but we are foolishly we are taking that bottles and we are drinking instead of safeguarding this water bodies. We are just safeguarding the we are giving the business to the foreign companies. And so that is very much important. The water bodies, keeping the water bodies clean, and we need to support the government. If government, what are the initiatives they are taking? Because now, a couple of years back, there is a the government take the initiative to clean the Ganges. So that initiative we also need to take part, and we also need to be, whenever we are going for the any yatra, there also we are going, most of the if you see most of the temples, it is near to the banks only, rivers banks only, river bed only will be there. So whenever we are going for the yatra, as far as we can do, we need to clean the area near to the river, whatever the river, because people are throwing so much dust in the water also. Even though people are going in the yatra, they are throwing everything in the water also. So that time, whatever the way we can clean the water, we have to clean. If it is something there, well in that, we need to take it away, and we should be clean. And we should not use soap and all those things, because it will destroy it is sanctification. So we should not use. And now also in Pandharpur, there is a river, Bhima river is there. And when it is coming to Pandharpur, if you aerial view, if you see, the river shows like a crescent moon. So it is called, the name of that river become the Bhima river. When it is near to Pandharpur, it become Chandrabhaga. It is at the near to the Chandrabhaga river's bank. The Panduranga temple is there. So during the Ashada Ekadasi day, lakhs of people will come and take that bath in that river. Because it is said that if you take one time bath there in the Chandrabhaga, you will be sanctified. You will lose all your sins. That is the way it is said in the scriptures. So it is, the rivers are so much important. That's the reason. So why there are so much of importance. There are spiritual injections are given, so much stress given to safeguard the river, because that is the one of the essential thing for human being, human life. That is the base for human life. But in the current civilization, not understanding that, we are instead of safeguarding that, we are destroying all the water bodies by throwing the garbages, throwing the drainages. So it is very abominable activity. But what is going to happen? Who is going to suffer? We are only going to suffer. In Chennai, there is a river. Now it is becoming a complete drainage. It is called Kuvaham. Kuvam. The Kuvam Nadi is there. Actually, that's the river actually. Now, if you go and see, it is only the drainage is flowing. You can't see you can't say it is a water body. It is only the drainage it is going. But when the British was there, they used that for a transporting purpose. They had to go to one place to another place. They used that as a river. But today it became a drainage. So this is the similar situation is going to happen for all the rivers, because the current way, whatever the way we are using that, all the factories we are throwing because it is flowing, it will take all the garbages to the sea. So we are thinking that it is going to connect it with the sea, but we are harming the sea animals. What are the aquatics? We are harming that also. People who are eating, they are getting the problem now. And the water, how the sun is taking the water. The sun this is a kind of water is kind of a cycling. See, what is the Lord's arrangement? How he became a great scientist? You can see by seeing this setup. The water body, the sun, it is taking the water from the sea, absorbing the water from the sea, it became a cloud, and then there is a Lord making the cyclone, and it is pushing the cloud to wherever the rain to be there, it is pushing the clouds there, and it is pouring the rain. So the rain pouring, and it is falling into the mountains, and and in the mountains also, whatever the trees are there, what are the minerals are there, it will touch all the rainwater, touch all those. Then it become a medicated water, and it is coming down. And we are drinking that, and we are getting that all the minerals also, as well as what are the medicinal qualities of the trees and all, everything we are getting through this water only. And that will be useful for our day-to-day activities also. So there is a quality, that is a useful, there is a big play. The river is playing a big role in the human society, but we are not giving that much attention to the rivers. And currently what the politicians are doing, they are giving the license to the people. They are just destroying. See, since the river is flowing from the mountain, it will take the small particles from the mountain. So that become a sand. It in the river side. It will come when the water touch the place, the earth. It will touch the mountain, and from the mountain, when it touch the normal place, then it will keep the small particles in the down, and it become a sand. So that sand we are using for the building, doing the construction and all, we are using that sand. So politicians are, because of the greediness, what they are doing, they are taking all the muds, all that sands, and we are selling that illegally. Actually, we are supposed to not to remove that much sand, because it will destroy the quality of the water also, and as well as the flow of the water also. It is very dangerous for us, but still people are doing that. And also the water bodies, we are destroying the water bodies. If you see in the Chennai last month, what happened? There is a heavy rain. Chennai become flood. Why it become flood? Because all the rivers we destroyed, all the water bodies. What are the lakes? There are so many lakes are there in Chennai. Used to be there in the previous time. They destroyed everything. It became buildings. So now the water will flow. Where will go? It will go to the same place only. That become a water lagging there. So whatever the scientific way we are trying to do all the facilities, but when you go against the nature will show its power. So it is our duty to take care of the whatever the tirthas. All the rivers are tirthas actually, and we need to take care of them. And here this Varshit Maharaj, he came to Ganges. He's saying that Ganges and Yamuna, there is no difference. So since Parikshit Maharaj, he was there in the Hastinapura near to Delhi, There the Yamuna river was flowing. Since the Yamuna river got a touch of the very Supreme Lord, out of lotus feet, it is more sanctified. The river is more sanctified, more auspicious. And that is the reason here Prabhupada is saying that Ganges is auspicious. Ganges water is sanctified water. But if you sanctify 100 times the Ganges water, it becomes Yamuna. So the Yamuna river is more sanctified. But if you see the Yamuna river, now also people are not understanding the quality of the Yamuna river. But they are just throwing garbages and putting all the drainages in the water. So, and like how we are saying this, Yamuna is 100 times sanctified than Ganges. Similar way, the names of the Lord, in the scriptures it is said, the Prabhupada is saying that it is said in the scriptures that 1000 names of Vishnu are equal to one name of Rama, and 3 names of Lord Rama are equal to one name of Krishna. So we have the Vishnu Sahasranam. If you read Vishnu Sahasranam, the 100 names of the Vishnu, it is equal to the word one time Rama. If you say one time Rama, the benefit whatever we are getting, the 1000 names of Vishnu, we are telling what are the benefits we will get. Similar benefit we will get when you say Rama. And the similar way, when you say 3 times Rama, 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 it is 3 times Rama name is equal to 1 times of name, we are saying the name Krishna. So the Krishna name, telling the Krishna name, it is equal to 3 times of Rama, and that another is equal to 100 times of 1000 times of 3000. Okay, 1000 times is equal to 1 Rama name. So if we are saying 3 times of Rama, if it is say Krishna 1 time, so it has become 3000 times. If you are saying the 3000 names of Vishnu, we are telling. So it is more powerful, the saying name of the Krishna. So we are all very fortunate. We are early morning, we are waking up, we are taking the name of Krishna in the morning itself. So we are all, one time it has become 3000 names of Vishnu. So how much powerful we are chanting the name of the Lord. So we are all very fortunate. Please continue. And thank you for joining today. And we will meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Hare Grindraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.